June 1941. Somewhere near Mcensk, Soviet Union. A column of German Panzer III and Panzer IV tanks moves confidently down a dusty road. They have crushed Poland. They have defeated France. They believe their armored forces are unstoppable. Then something appears at the edge of the forest. Low, wide, sloped armor. Long gun. It doesn't look like any Soviet tank they've seen before. This is the T-34, and in the next few minutes, everything the Germans thought they knew about armored warfare will begin to collapse. In 1941, German tanks dominated Europe. The Panzer III carried a 50-millimeter gun. The Panzer IV had a short-barreled 75-millimeter cannon. Against older Soviet tanks like the BT-7 and T-26, that was more than enough. German crews were experienced. They had trained for years. They had perfected blitzkrieg. When they saw the new Soviet tank for the first time, many assumed it would fall just like the others. They were wrong. German gunners opened fire. 37-millimeter shells struck the front armor. They bounced again and again. Reports soon described a Russian tank that cannot be penetrated from the front. The T-34 had only 45 millimeters of frontal armor, but it was sloped at 60 degrees. That angle increased its effective protection to over 70 millimeters, more than most German guns could handle in 1941. German anti-tank crews began calling their own weapon the door knocker. It knocked, but it did not break through. Then the T-34 fired back. Its 76.2 millimeter gun could destroy a Panzer III or IV at ranges up to 1,000 meters. One shot, a German tank erupts in flames. Second shot, another vehicle disabled. German crews realized something terrifying. This Soviet machine is better armored, better armed, and more mobile in mud and rough terrain. Its wide tracks allow it to move where German tanks struggle. This is not just another enemy tank. This is a problem. The T-34 wasn't perfect. Visibility was poor. The gearbox was difficult to operate. Early crews lacked radios, but its design was revolutionary. A 500 horsepower WWII diesel engine, wide tracks for superior mobility, sloped armor that changed tank design forever. And most importantly, it could be produced in massive numbers. While Germany focused on precision engineering, the Soviet Union focused on scale. By 1943, more than 35,000 T-34s had been built. This was no longer just a tank. It was industrial warfare on tracks. German commanders demanded answers. How could a Soviet tank outperform theirs? Urgent upgrades followed. The Panzer IV received a long-barreled 75-millimeter gun. Heavier armor was added, and eventually Germany developed new heavy tanks. The Tiger, the Panther. Both were designed with one enemy in mind, the T-34. The appearance of this single Soviet tank forced Germany to redesign its armored forces. In 1941, it was rough, imperfect, crude in places, but in battle it did what mattered most. It survived, and it destroyed its enemies. When German tank crews first encountered the T-34, they did not realize they were witnessing a turning point in armored warfare. They were looking at the machine that would redefine the battlefield of the Eastern Front.